Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever time it is, but it's morning here at Vapors Emporium. Real Talk Vapors back at it again. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss that down. There we go. Yep, all right. Let's get this day started. All right, well, shop's all set up, looking good, ready to start this day. It is 9:45. We open at 10 o'clock every day, except for Sunday. 10 to 10 every day. 12 to 6 on Sunday, for your convenience. Hashtag for your noodle still. Still for your noodle, always. So yeah, today we got something, an idea my friend Udeep gave to me. So it's gonna be kind of like a review, sort of, but from different perspectives. So we're gonna check out a couple of the popular mods that we have. The drag box, in my opinion, that's one of the best mods on the market right now. I really enjoy it. I know all the guys I work with have one, and they all really enjoy it too. They fly off the shelf, man. It's a good mod. So we're gonna take a closer look at that in a little bit here, as well as maybe the Voopoo 2 and a couple other top-notch mods that we have in stock. And we're gonna vape on them, get some pros, get some cons, and see, you know, really dial in what's gonna be best and what's just no good at all, just garbage. All right, guys, so we're gonna take a look at two different mods today, both by the same manufacturer, Voopoo. This company came out of nowhere and they're just killing it. The tried and true drag box, this thing is awesome. This one's mine right here. I got that, you know, reddish, bluish, green kind of colorway to it. I like it. Got a nice recoil Rebel on top, gold. I know it doesn't really match great, but whatever, I like it. That Gene chip that's in there, Gene, whatever you want to call it, it's a powerhouse. It's probably the best chip that you can get in a consumer level device that's not a DNA. You know, so it's got that lower price tag, still a little bit higher end for a box mod, but as far as something with like a customizable chip, something that throws a lot of power, this thing's the best in the business, in my opinion. I really think so. So this thing goes up to 157 watts, and that's pure power. A lot of mods that do 200 watts or more, those do pulse width modulation. So after you get up past about 130 or so, it's kind of pulsing the batteries. It's pulsing the voltage and wattage, pushing it up higher to get it to that temperature that feels like 200 watts. Not this bad, Larry. This sucker right here, full power all the way up to 157. Once you get past 130, it goes into super mode, which will definitely drain your batteries faster, but it's gonna pack a punch. And oh boy, it's gonna vape real nice. So I'm hitting mine at 106 watts right now. No particular reason. I do it by feel. I like how it feels. I got some cream cake on here. Super good. I mean, the thing's just ripping. What I tell a lot of people, hitting that mod on 40 watts is probably the equivalent of hitting, say, a Smock Mag at 60 or 70. It's just gonna kick out a lot more power. It's noticeable, it's a great difference. So I love this thing. This is the only regulated mod I've been using. I have a couple others, but this is the only thing in my current rotation. So I'm gonna hand this thing off to a couple guys and we'll get their thoughts on it, see what they think about it compared to whatever mod that they're using. Of course, I think a lot of them are actually using a drag box right now, so may not even have to pass it off. The second thing we're gonna look at today is their new mod, the Voopoo 2. I don't know, clever name, right? They just look super sleek. It's awesome. This is a positive and a negative for me. The doors, you open them and take the batteries out by doing this. Look at this bad guy right here. This good guy, bad guy. It's a little bad lighting. Yeah, check that out. I love the colorway on this. It's a nice textured finish, soft to the touch. Goes up to 187 watts, I think, right? 180, 187, something like that. Got the nice Voopoo 2 logo on the side of it. On one side, we got our screen here on the other side. I'm hitting my Trinity at 85 watts. 0.14, got those frame stapled Claptons, I think. No, I got the braided coils that Josh made up in here. It is beautiful. Same thing from the other day when we re-wicked on my Comp Life. But yeah, man, this thing's ripping as well. With a single battery on this side, the positive side up side, it can run 80 watts. You don't need 2 batteries to use this. But if you want full power, definitely run dual. I recommend doing that anyways because you have to charge it less. So it shows you both of your battery indicators right there on the left-hand side of the screen. Shows you how long your last hit was, which is pretty cool. Your voltage per hit. So if I'm hitting about 3.4 volts. Your ohms and your wattage. This does also run temperature control, but I really don't know anybody who's running temperature control. Oh, and we got some cool spacey things on the inside of the doors. These doors also do come off. They are magnetic on the bottom. They just kind of pop right off. Hand. Yep, just comes right off. So don't feel like you broke it. So the fact that these doors open and close the way that they do is cool. It could be annoying to some people. I can actually see myself getting super annoyed because I would sit here and do this all day long. It's like a stinking fidget spinner. You know what I mean? Just, it's fun and it's clicky and it makes a good sound and it feels good in the hands, and I'm gonna stop doing that now.
We're gonna pass this thing off. My boy Austin over here. He's gonna hit it, see what you think about it.
Here you go. Go ahead and juice her up, take a nice hit. Initial thoughts, go.
It's very smooth, it's got a good flavor, it hits very strong. I do like the 85 watts, it's got ohms of 0.14, which I do like about it. I do like the slidey doors on it.
Me too.
It's a very smooth hit, definitely.
That's good. Smooth hit. There you have it. Smooth hit. Udeep standing in the parking lot. Whenever he meanders on through this door, we're gonna have him hit it. I'm gonna ambush him. I'm gonna run right up to him.
Scare him.
Oh, here he comes too.
Scare him.
He's coming now. Ooh, the one nostril. Very nice. Initial thoughts, go.
I like the Trinity, and this actually feels really good in the hand.
Right.
Just out of nowhere, it feels very comfortable.
Sweet. What do you think about the power at 85 watts?
I kind of would like a little more power out of it.
Okay.
I feel like at 85, I should be getting just a little bit more.
Okay, good.
But I think that's also got to do with the Trinity kind of being more of a flavor chaser rather than a cloud-producing RDA. And I kind of stick to my cloud chasers.
Good point. I like it. So I'm actually gonna take this Trinity off of the Voopoo 2 and we're gonna hit it on my regular drag box just to see kind of the difference. I wanna make sure we're getting an even follow through on both mods. So I'm gonna turn this down to 90 and I'm gonna hit this one on 90 as well. We're gonna see if we notice any kind of crazy difference or anything in the way that it vapes. All right, so 90 watts on the Voopoo 2. We got some Satisfying by Surf, that raspberry dragon fruit iced tea. It is so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that on my Trinity on here. Good, consistent, not too hot, doesn't feel like it's burning the coils or anything. It's just about right. All right, so we're gonna take this off, go ahead and throw it on the drag box at 90 watts. Looks a little bit better on the drag box than the Voopoo 2, I do gotta say. Okay. That felt like it hit a little bit harder. We're gonna turn it down to 80. It felt like it was wanting to burn it a little bit, actually. The drag box, the Voopoo drag, felt like it hit a little bit harder. Now it's interesting because these are the same chip. They have the same exact chip. This one's just capable of higher wattage. I guess the firmware is a little bit different. You can notice the difference in the screens right there if it'll focus. So 80 watts felt a little light. 85. So 85 on the drag box feels about the same as 90 on the Voopoo 2. That's interesting. Not sure why, but I'm gonna have to look into that. So, man, these doors, I can't even help it. I'm doing it without thinking. I don't know. That might bother some of you. That might be awesome to some of you. Something to do. Okay, I'm gonna put that down now. All right, we're gonna get Udeep to hit these. You cool with that? You wanna do that? My boy Udeep right here. We're gonna have him do the same thing I just did. We're gonna hit it on 85 watts on both mods with the same RDA, and we're gonna see which one feels like a harder hit, which one feels a little lighter maybe. I don't know, we'll see in a second. I'm gonna hit that drag box first at 85 watts.
solid hit.
Solid
Flavor
hit.
on that one is phenomenal. The device feels just heavy in your hand, and it's something to grip. You know you're not going to break it by squeezing it, and it's very nice. Got a little bit of leakage.
Oops. It's gonna hit the Voopoo 2, 85 watts, same as the drag box.
I don't know if this is just me personally for using the drag box for so long now, but I feel like I got a little bit of a harder hit. I don't know why. It should be running exactly the same, but that might just be a psychological thing. One thing that I found kind of odd during my hit was these doors are shifting slightly, and that was just very off-putting because when I'm grabbing it, I like to grip my vape very tight, and it was shifting, and it felt odd in my hand. I know certain people kind of like that, so it's kind of moving. You can still grip it very tight, and it's not going to go anywhere. And these doors are great to just kind of sit there and move around and fidget with, so that's a plus. As for how long they last, that's going to be a test to be done because at first they could be great and then give it 2 weeks and the doors could be flying off when you throw it. So it's a very interesting device and it's very interestingly built. You can run it in single battery mode too, which is a plus for some people who don't always have dual battery ability, or if you're going out for a long time and you know your tank is only going to be running at 40 watts, then you can do single battery so it'll last you longer. If you're going to be running at 100, then you're going to be running dual. Then I would probably go to the drag because, you know, it'll just stay there and it feels more solid in your hand. It's all going to be subjective and based on how you like to vape, but for me, I'm going to go with the drag, and then this one I would say is a nice little novelty piece, but I think the doors need to be a little bit tighter on it before anyone should consider it as a first device.
See, that's interesting to me because when I hit it, I felt like that hit a little softer maybe than the drag box did. I felt like the drag, right? Yeah, it hit a little bit harder. So that's interesting because it's the same chipset, maybe different firmware. Maybe one of them needs an update. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. So this is just a quick first look on this, you know, first impressions. I'm gonna vape it for a while and see, because I want to know about those doors too. Because yeah, when I squeeze it and press the button, I notice the doors do shift. And that might be a problem for some people. Maybe it'll wear down because it really is just a little tight. There's magnets. Actually, there's a bunch of magnets on the inside of it, so it just hold tight. But
I feel it on the magnets with drag just because, like I said, I'm rocking the drag box. I still am, and even the door on this one. This is after heavy usage for a few months. The door is starting to shift just a little bit.
Right.
And if that's happening with these, if they're using the same magnets as that, when it already feels a little shifty, are those going to give out more is my only thing.
That's my chief concern with it too. So Udeep noticed something cool about this. Let him know. Let him know.
I've noticed that this one is firing just a little bit faster than the drag mod. This one is, again, I apologize, I'm forgetting the name.
The Voopoo 2.
The Voopoo 2. This is firing just a little bit faster than the drag mod is. I know the drag mod has a 0.25 second
Yeah, there's
fire
almost
rate,
no latency.
But this one's firing just, it feels like a hair faster. It feels like a softer hit, but it's firing faster than the drag.
We're gonna see which one lights up first. Just get them side by side. Go. Okay.
I think this one started to smoke a little first. This popped first.
That popped first, so that got to a higher temperature quicker.
But then after initial heat up, this is heating up much faster than this one is, even though it should be the exact same chip.
Yeah, this one's definitely, the Voopoo 2 is definitely lighting up quicker. Interesting.
But then this one's lighting up a little bit heavier too.
Yeah. Cool. A little bit more power from this one, and a little bit quicker on this one. Again, further testing is required, but we're going to check that out, and we'll get you a deep, detailed video on it with all the specs and all the super nerdy, boring stuff in the near future here after we vape on it for a little bit and just get comfortable with it. But we'll do a more comprehensive review on the mod after about a week or two of vaping on it, playing around with it, seeing how it goes. Dude, Udeep, thank you. That's awesome, man. You got social media and stuff, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna link you down in the description below. You guys follow Udeep. He's the man. Super nice guy. We love nice people in this world. So yeah, that was a quick look at the Voopoo 2 versus the drag box. Come check them out here, play around with them. You guys can we can throw an Addy on there for you if you want to test it out. If you're thinking about buying it, we'll break it down and talk about it. But thank you guys for watching. So much fun. Love doing these daily videos for y'all. Again, drop down in the comments and let me know what other stuff you want to see. If there's other mods out there that you're curious about, we'll get them in here. We'll throw an Addy on there. We'll test it out for you, give you a good review, break it down, do a comprehensive review on it. Be sure to like the video, share it, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Have a great time, and we'll see you next time. I got a little bit of juice on the screen. That's my bad. It's my bad.